What is a phrase someone says that is an instant red flag? Do you know who I am? I'm the juggernaut bitch. Mustard? Motherfucker, I'm ketchup. Zap yo dumbass. Bow down to a true pimp, bitch. Silly bitch, yo weapons cannot harm me. Trust me, I am not like the others. I'm not like the other girls, I have snake arms. I like trains. I like turtles. Just hung out with a girl last night that I thought might be a potential new friend, but she said she loves fighting with people and pissing them off. She said this in the context of another girl she was working with who was irritating her, so she was intentionally saying things to get to her. I already got slightly weird vibes from her from the start too that made me feel uncomfortable around her, but that kinda confirmed where they were coming from and made me realize I will prob keep a safe distance. I dated this toxic loser for only 2 weeks because there were way too many red flags. But he straight up told me, when I'm bored, I start fights with the person I'm dating. Nope. I ain't got time for that shit. Also, unicorn powers unite. If she's in sight, that's probably not a safe distance. Either you trust me or you don't. It's a bullshit statement. All trust is not the same, there are lots of kinds and levels of trust, and trying to bootstrap from one to the other with some flimsy guilt trip is dishonest. E.g., I trust my sister to watch my kids, but I do not trust her to do my brakes. I trust my mechanic to do my brakes, but I do not trust him with my kids. Edit plot twist, my sister is my mechanic. If you trust the mechanic with your kids, they'll learn how to do your brakes though. Play to win. Similarly, I'm someone who be either your best friend or your worst enemy. Why not you be someone with whom I have nothing to do with and we never speak to each other again? I see you have selected worst enemy. Good luck. I can't be near elementary schools within 500-meter area. Wait, that's what you meant when you wrote loves kids on your Tinder? That's why I want people to know my username is Little Kid Lover. Wayne Gretzky. In college, a coworker had the Yahoo username Stepmom Lover because he loved the movie Stepmom and couldn't understand why the rest of us kept telling him it was a terrible username. We are like a family here. Translation, I like to underpay my employees and meddle in their personal lives. And expect them to go way beyond normal expectations while I ignore every request from them. In Germany we have a chain restaurant called L'Osteria, and that is exactly how working there is. I applied for an IKEA and the supervisors literally expected us to agree during the job interview to go hiking and to a bar every Friday and Saturday with them. If you want to spend your free time around people that you have absolute power over, then you are a psychopath. When I told them no, they didn't hire me, and when asking them why, they just said they liked someone else better, without any further explanation. God, I had a boss like that. She was always wanting us to wait to do stuff so she could sign off on it. I'm a disruptor. Fits nicely alongside I'm an entrepreneur. No, you're not. You've ran 3 businesses into the ground through your own hubris and stupidity. Even better, the LinkedIn crazies that have serial entrepreneur in their tagline. I repeatedly start businesses I'm no longer involved with. That's not unreasonable. Different skills are needed to run companies at different stages. It's common for someone with a startup skill set to found a company and grow it until investors replace them as CEO with someone who has experience with that stage of business development. You are correct, different growth stages require different skills. They conveniently leave out how they left the company, though. Did they eventually grow the startup until a better skillet CEO took over? Or did they just throw investor money at it for 6 months until it ran out and they crashed and burned? All my exes are crazy. While I'm sure there are some people who are very unlucky in romance, most of the time it just means the person takes no accountability for the failings of their relationships. Edit to add, people who are reliving trauma with their relationships don't often play the "all my exes are crazy" card. That phrase is generally reserved for people who hold much of the blame for their failed relationships but would rather pretend like every ex was the problem. If someone says this, chances are they're the common denominator among those relationships breaking down. You meet an asshole in the morning, you've met one asshole. You meet assholes all day, then you're the asshole. If you smell shit everywhere you go, check under your own shoe. In my husband's case it was if you smell cat piss all day long, check your own hard hat. And next time don't leave the windows on your truck down. The last guy I talked to on eHarmony told me every woman he's ever been with cheated on him. Every woman? Yes, all of the one woman. If that's not enough, before deleting him, I reread our chat to make sure I wasn't imagining things, and he mentioned in passing that he was with his ex-wife for 12 years before she cheated on him, and that his ex-wife was younger than him by several years. I didn't think much of it at first, divorce happens, but this guy was only 34. I realized he either lied about his age or he possibly groomed his first wife when she was underage. When that realization hit me, I ran screaming from that guy. The first red flag should have been what a big show he made about being a gentleman and how the only compliment he had for me was "you're so beautiful," but hindsight is 20/20. I swore off all dating apps for good after him. I'm confused by the age thing/grooming thing. Dated Carly K at age 34. Previously married 12 years. So, married at age 22. Wife was several years younger. We'll assume they married when she was 18. Their courtship was grooming. I'm an alpha. No TF, you're not. I'm not a programmer, but I know anything alpha needs a lot of revision. Unstable, full of broken features, and not fit for the public. As a dev, I always wondered how broken is too broken to be beta. Doesn't matter. Project manager says it's beta, it's beta. Warframe is still in beta. That's fake beta. Same deal as what Fortnite did. Production games need all patches certified by the console vendors. Early access games don't. Allows them to push content at a rate not possible if they declared themselves fully released. I have no filter. Nope, you're just rude. I'm a diva. Nope, you're just self-centered. An acquaintance of mine is the always in and out of relationship type. The only person she cares about is herself, and I assume that might have something to do with the fact. I can tell whether or not she is currently in her next relationship because when she is single, she uploads a shitload of selfies every day and deletes the ones that don't get many likes. Last time the selfies stopped, I asked her how she's doing and she gleefully told me she finally met her dream partner. She told me she fantasized about him for a long time since they were classmates in school and how they met again by pure chance and how love always finds a way. I was happy for her, but I knew the relationship wasn't gonna last. Fast forward a couple months, she was back to uploading selfies with #single, #self-love, #happy alone, you get the idea. One of those had her all propped up, ready to go out, with the caption "Pigeons fly in flocks, eagles fly alone." I thought it was funny to tell her that actually eagles are usually partners for life and severing a couple often results in depression. She didn't like that factoid one bit and started spewing insane bullshit. My top picks are: relationships are defined by sex, nothing else matters. It's completely normal to date multiple partners at once. You just have to decide at one point. It's normal to not reply to potential partners to make them wait and see if they react. How else can I know they like me? Now I'm wondering how that relationship with her dream partner could have possibly failed, LMAO. A lot of people don't like me because I'm blunt. No, you're probably just an asshole. A lot of people don't like you, and that includes me. And also probably yourself. I'm brutally honest, that's just who I am. Yep. My ex-girlfriend said this on the first date. I already knew it was a red flag, but I was like, whatever, let's see where this goes because the date was going great otherwise. Big surprise, she turned out to be quite an asshole. I'm just being honest / I'm brutally honest is a way rude people sugarcoat their rudeness. If they were really honest, they just admit they are obnoxious people. My younger brother is like this. I hate it so much. You can be honest with tact, it's absolutely possible. My boyfriend and I have talks where we have to say things the other might not want to hear, so we approach it with grace and empathy so we can work together. My brother just hurls insults grounded in rumors and opinions. When called out, his defense is, but it's honesty. Yeah, honestly rude. We haven't spoken in over a year since the last time he pulled that crap and I finally called him out on it. He couldn't stand the honesty coming back around on him. It felt incredible to finally stand up to him and point out that he's just a jerk, that everyone walks on eggshells just to be around him because he's family. I hope he's treating his wife better these days. She deserves better than an honest asshole. I expect he's gotten worse since I was his biggest abuse target besides his wife. People suck. People are fucking exhausting. I'm always right. No offense, but a wise person once told me, nothing before the but counts. Same energy as I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel that way is just a polite way to tell someone to go fuck themselves, and in that context it's sometimes a very useful phrase. Ha 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 ha. Exactly. That phrase is so condescending. Basically saying, well, I refuse to even attempt to see things differently. Please like and subscribe for more daily content.